So I've dug through my fishing gear. I've got some 20-pound test spider wire, some #1 hooks, some, how heavy are these? Egg sinkers, but I don't know what the size is, the weight rather. And I'm gonna have to come up with a pair of scissors, and I'll get a few more little trinkety things going by, and I'll show you what we're gonna do here in a second. Not 100% sure. I did bring some scissors because I am gonna need those, but I also got this E6000. Maybe, I'm not 100% sure. So in a nutshell, all I'm going to do is I'm going to make two different, let's see here, we'll go about this distance here. Doesn't have to be perfect. As a matter of fact, if they're not exactly the same size, it's probably going to be better. There we go. So there's 3, and we'll just start with those 3. So I have 3 pieces of 20-pound test spider wire, and we are going to place a 1-inch hook, or a #1 hook. There we go. We're going to place a #1 hook. I've got a trash can, yeah. So I know I have a trash can in here somewhere. Right there. Place this #1 hook onto each one of these. And oh, I don't have my glasses. Holy cow. Did I hit it? Oh, I hit it on the first shot. Wow, that's kind of amazing. And tie that on there just like such. Alright, I'm going to do 3 of those for each stick, and I have 2 sticks, so when I get that done I'll get right back with you. So I got those done. Here's the 6 hooks, and the what I did was I went and got my glasses, I'm old and can't see glasses, my reading glasses, and they're broke. They came from the Dollar Tree, and they're broke. So instead of going to get a new pair, I just put some E6000 on them just now to glue that little lens in, and it's just going to sit over here until they dry. So now what I am going to do is I'm going to separate these into piles of 3. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, like this, and 1, 2, 3 like this. There we go. Now, say about wherever. Let's say about right here. I go ahead and tie a knot in them, the cordage right there, so they can separate a little bit up to this point when they'll get attached to the actual cordage. So let's do the same with these. And I didn't really make sure, I don't really care if they're exactly even. Having them not even is fine. I want to see if there's any difference, because these are slightly uneven compared to these being a little more even where they're at. So I'm just curious if that's going to make a difference. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to attach those to the actual fishing line. Now first, I'm going to go ahead and I went ahead and drilled holes. I wish I would have filmed it because my drill bit is too small to go completely through. So I had to eyeball it, and when I eyeballed it, I hit it exactly through there each time. When I went to the other side, I didn't miss my mark at all. So, which tells you how often I have to do something like that. So anyway, I am just going to simply attach cordage. Just like such. There we go. Now, if by some chance the fish actually takes all of the line, it won't just run off and the line won't just fall off of the stick. I'll actually have some throw that away before it ends up on the floor and I can't find it. Alright, now from here I'm just going to wind up a bunch of cordage. I don't care how much at this point. I want to be able to toss it out and make it go pretty far, but I don't need it to be massive amount, because this is going to predicate on how far I can throw it as to how much cordage I need. And I don't know, I could measure it, I guess. I'm just going to wind it up here, and I'm going to do the same thing with the other one. So who knows how much cordage is going to be on him. I'm not counting or anything, so just going to be random. When I get back to you, I'll have them both done. And I have the first one done. So here is the cord. My fishing line is on the stick. I am using a little bit of electrical tape for now. We'll stop it right there so I can show you. And then here is the braid that I put in, and then the 3 individual hooks are here, just like so. So that is the first one. So let me show you how I did that with this next one. There it is. Alright. So first thing I want to do is put a little bit of tape on this. Get it. There we go. Just like this. Put a little bit of tape on this just to kind of secure it so it doesn't go everywhere. Just going to go ahead and wrap it like this. Make a little X. And that should hold most of it on there for now. Alright. So, what I want to do is I want to take the end. Alright. So one thing I wanted to do, whoopsie, I forgot to put the sinker on here, which is not a huge problem. That can easily be fixed. So here are the, let's get a little bit more. There we go. So here's where it blends into it. All I got to do is fold this part over here. run my sinker through just like so, and then go in that as well. I'll just open that up enough so I can run my hooks through there without jabbing anything. And there we go. And that should lock it on there. Boop. There we go. And it's actually kind of movable. There we go. So anyway, there, now the sinker is on there, which I intended on doing prior to, but forgot, which is okay. I'm not worrying about it. And there we go. So we have the sinker right here, then the fishing hooks right there. So let's just go ahead and just secure that down. I'm going to go ahead and do that X with this one as well. Woo! It'd probably be a good idea, because if not, I'm going to hurt myself. And I definitely want to put some kind of baggie or something. I like using little baggies. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go get me a couple baggies and I'll show you what I like to do with these. I have these kind of setups. I like using these little 1 cup Sure Fresh Dollar Tree portion bags. So what I'll simply do is I will allow the hooks, there we go, to go down into the baggie as such. And then I'll just secure it. Boom, there. Now I don't have to really worry too much about the hooks getting me. And here I'll do my securing. I wish I had some rubber bands. Well, hold on a second. Oh, these might work. I got balloons. Can I get the balloon big enough to go over that? I bet I can. I don't know. I'll get my balloon to go over top of that, and if it does go over top, will it go down far enough to secure the line? Well, hey, it worked. It kind of tore, but I don't really care. Hey, that'll secure it. Fantastic. There we go. And then we'll use just a little piece of tape here. To secure this plastic. There we go. Just like that. Now, this is a pretty much almost finished complete fishing kit. All I need to do is bait it. But I do also need to sharpen this edge so that I can stake it down into the ground. So that's going to come after. First thing I need to do is set this aside. And I want to show you, once I can get everything rearranged here, I want to show you how I did this the way I wanted it. Okay, so here is the little fishing line for the, you may not be able to see it, I'll describe it. the fishing line for the actual lure or the stick. Now before I forget, let's add a sinker on here. Bingo. Now these are all tied up and they have the 3 edges that are just kind of dangling here, right? So what I'm going to do is I am going to go ahead and tie onto the line for the actual pole another knot. So we have them on there like that. Okay, so they are attached. Now I have these lines sticking out and it's attached to the pole, but I want it to be a little more secure than just that. So what I've done is I've taken another individual piece and I am going to put my favorite slip knot in here. If I can see. There we go. My favorite slip knot. And then I am going to put them through. I'll take the 3 hooks and put them through that slip knot. And I'm going to tighten it down right where that knot is at that secures them all, or pretty close. Doesn't have to be 100%. There. Now that gives me another piece. So now I have the fishing stick here. I got 1 line leading up. I have 3 lines that come out to the hooks, and then I have all these little straggly lines and the one that I'm going to use to tie. Now all I'm going to do is separate these randomly into 3 different pieces, and I'm just going to do my 3-finger weave. Just like that. Now I'm going to weave about 13 times, and then I'm going to do a tie to tie it all down. So we'll just say that's it right there so I can show you the tie. Alright, so now we're going to have all of this stuff, and we got the 1 piece of cordage that is going to be used as the tie. I'm going to combine all these cordages again, and then I'm going to make a loop, run the tie line through that loop, and tighten it. Boom, just like that. And I'm just going to repeat it. And I'm going to separate them into 3 individual pieces, and I am going to weave for however long I feel like it, and I'm going to put another tie knot in it. And I'm going to continue to do that until I run out of the tag ends. So I'm going to continue to do that, and I'll get back with you when it gets done. So what I'll attempt to do here real quick is maybe try to run through that for you so you can kind of see it. Hopefully you'll be able to see it. So I have the line that goes to the fishing pole over here. I have all the tag ends here, and then I have my tie line that goes out here. So all I'm going to do is just keep those as in 3, and I'm just going to weave just like I do any other weave, 3-finger weave. go. We'll get back to one more. Here we go. There. Alright, so now I have the tie one coming out here at the bottom. So now all I'm going to do is take all of those pieces, the one that goes to the line, that goes to the stick, all the tag ends, and I'm going to put them together, try to wind them up a little bit, and then I'm just going to stick my finger out here. I'm not giving you the finger, I'm sticking my finger out. I'm going to roll the extended tie line around my finger, go over the cordage and then through and pull it out, and then just tighten it up. And that creates a little knot right there. And then that's how I do it. And then I just go back to the same thing. Then I just do another handful of weaves. And I don't know whether or not you'll be able to see this on the camera, but hopefully just my description will be enough for you to be able to do it if you want to do it like this. I'm sure there's other ways that's more efficient and better. I just like to practice my cordage making any chance I get, and I just saw this as an opportunity to get to practice my cordage making. And we'll run one more through. See, now see the tie end is on the very bottom, or I should say to my left, but we're going to run through one more time so that I can run that through. Looks like we got one more, and that tie end should be at the, there we go. Alright, and again, once I get the tie end down there, I put them all together, I do my loop, I run the tie end down, and I tighten it up. Just like that. Yeah. There you go. And eventually, I'm making this tiny piece of spider wire cordage, and I don't see any fish pulling that out. And down here are the 3 hooks. I'm binding it into the other cordage that goes to my stick, and when I get that done, I will get back with you guys. And there we go. So and it didn't really matter whether I put the sinker on there before or after, because I still had to kind of tie a little loop knot in there to keep it from sliding all the way down anyway, because I don't want it to slide all the way down. I want it to stay above where I braided in these 3 hooks, and there's the sinker itself. So then we have the ever popular plastic baggie that I like to put hooks in so that I don't get cut while or get poked while I'm walking around with them. There we go. Just very simply just go ahead and wind that up just like such. And all I need to do is just put a small piece of electrical tape on it just to keep it around. Bingo bango, and we're done. So again, I'm losing stuff. Oh, there it is. Fishing line. Now all I have to do is just cut these edges down to make them a little, doesn't have to be sharp, but a little angled so that I can hammer these into the ground. And then I've got some decent fishing Oh yeah, the balloon. Let's see here. Ah, here's a yellow one. I don't think I need it now, but as an added safety measure, I don't see why not. There we go. And a little balloon on there just to kind of keep everything together. So, and there we go. So now all we got to do is sharpen these ends and then test it out. So thank you guys for watching Bentley's Backwoods Bushcraft, and enjoy the outdoors, even if it's your own backyard. These actually make some pretty good, yeah. While I'm fishing, if I get attacked, I can pull them up and use them as sticks, and I'll club you to death with them. Yeah. Try to take my fish from me, will you? Okay, complete. So we have the line, the hooks, the sinker. We got the stick that's going to be stuck into the ground, and then we just got to bait it. So, Richard Bentley, mild-mannered fisherman by day, vampire slayer by night.